Hello, everyone. This is game one from day two of Blades, Edward Gaming against Infinity Esports. Unfortunately, I already saw this game. It wasn't pretty, I must say. I think that there were so many things that, uh, it was like, this is a draft. Like, the drafts, I think, is just fine. Infinity is still playing Camille Lulu, uh, that kind of composition that they're known for, but it wasn't enough. So let's watch a game and see if we can see something um, that is like interesting for you guys, something that can help you improve. But it will be really tough with this game. I think that this game was just a stomp from EDG. You can learn a lot actually from watching teams stomp other teams up. Sometimes you just uh, you just need to watch a team that is stomping another teams so that you can learn a lot of the macro things and things like that. Sometimes it doesn't matter because they just are so far ahead that you don't get to see much. But uh, let me fix the camera a bit because I think yeah, now you can see trinkets. So yeah, sorry about that. Um, Here we are seeing Infinity trying to like invade. Oh, they're evading. They're doing this so that EDG goes in the other side and trade wards, but they're trapping the other side. That's really smart, but you should never do it with the mid laner and the jungler. It should always be something like the top laner and the AD carry, or the jungler and the AD carry. Because if you show your AD carry top here, for example, the other team will trade wards 100% because they will think all five members are on that side. It's very different with the mid laner. I don't think it's as good. So into the game, both junglers receive a leash at the red buff. Nocturne has the chance to do the red golems, which I think is what he's going to do. That was really good. I think that that's the new standard thing to do right now. That part is just really good. If he gets a crab, you get more than stabilizing. If you don't get a crab, you stabilize in experience, but you end up being behind in gold, which I think it's pretty good. So I would always take that. We see Solid Snake going for the red into the bot crab. He could try to like do all his camps bottom, but that leaves the crab top, and I think that's really bad when they do the red golem thing. He will. Oh, he's looking to the double crab. Double crab is fine. The main problem that I have with that is that it depends a lot whether or not you want to invade the blue side jungle of Nocturne, because you know all of his camps are on that side. So you should never start the crab here. You should look for the invade at the blue jungle and just ward the crab so that you're here. You want to match as Camille, but you want to be the one that's getting things. And here with just the priority of Orn, he was pushed away from the crab. EDG got the crab, so Nocturne is so far ahead. Even though he's even, kinda. Camille is gonna catch up in experience eventually with the rest of the camps that he has. But the problem with that is Nocturne are very stabilized in a matchup that it's volatile. I don't think Camille wins. No, it doesn't matter if it's early, but definitely level 2 Camille is really strong. So you're already kind of like stabilized in a way. In the level 6 it just gets worse and worse because you have the Nocturne. So Nocturne has 28 CS, and that's a scary thing. Um, Also, I don't like the fact that like starting a crowd there isn't that good because you wanna wait for the no. Even if Orin comes, it doesn't matter. Let them start the crowd and make it a contest, make it a fight because you wanna fight as Camille in the early game. And I don't think Nocturne will start the crowd ever if you can do the same thing. Clear of really smart play. He wasn't showing. He was hiding on that bush. He had vision of the Camille doing the craft, so he had all information, all knowledge, and he was waiting in the bush. That was really smart. He doesn't commit. He's close in any case, and he can make it a 50-50 in in the worst of cases. And that is something really good what he did hiding on that bush at the river. Now, since Nocturne has tempo now, having tempo in jungle is basically you get off the map first, so you come first into the map and you're able to drop your wards before the enemy jungler. Sometimes we see the deep wards inside the enemy jungle, like in here, or here, or here. You I didn't point the very well the words, but basically deep wards are behind your red brushes that bushes that you don't check that often. Um, those are the pink wards that you want to leave. Those are the wards that you want to leave inside the enemy jungle deep. And when you have tempo in the jungle, you always have access for those wards because you have so much more time in the map, and the other jungler has to recall, has to go to base, has to walk from base, that you're able to leave all this vision. You have a lot of freedom. Here, as you can see, like Infinity is already like really far behind, just from pure outplay, just from pure mechanical ability. So let's not waste that time. We can go back. Here, Solid Snake goes for the second grab. Oh, LeBlanc almost got that. Cyan got it in the end. They cannot kill Cyan. Like, um, that's rough for Solid Snake. Solid Snake's really far behind now because the thing is that this matchup can be really volatile, and I haven't seen the matchup enough, but I'm pretty sure Nocturne wins eventually with time. And if you're already stabilized and you are going to hit level 6 and you're already ahead one level or like half level, it's really huge. You couldn't see that, but basically Solid Snake just got to level 5, which means that Nocturne, that was already level 5, has to have like half a level or a little bit less of experience of advantage. And that experience advantage is really important because if you reach level 6 when Camille is level 5 and you look for something in that window, then Camille is in level 6 and you have the advantage, right? Um, Really well executed dive. I think Iboy and Mako are just insane. I think that for planes, this should be like the best bot lane of planes. And even in group stages, I think they're so insane still. So nothing else. Not much that they can do really. Um, Here we see some things from EDG. We see the one thing from Infinity that hasn't been checked by EDG. Mm, I don't know. I remember that this was just a stomp, honestly. But I don't remember if Infinity actually look for plays like traps or things like this. When you're really far behind, you should look for traps, for creative engages, things like this. Sneaky wars to get the TP flanks going, things like this that can give you good fights. Oh my god, this is so... He's freezing. He's one level ahead, and well, at least Kotopaco has summoners. Uh, well, he stopped the freezing. He's now 30 CS behind only. Honestly, I think that yeah, this is really rough. Um, yeah, that sucks for them. Let's keep going because I don't think that that in the early game there's much left. And let's see if in the mid game there was like a missed opportunity for Infinity to like trap or to look for those creative TP plays, things like this that come back you into the game. Last year, last Worlds, I remember WE against C9 in the quarterfinals, and one of those games, C9 was so far ahead. Not like this, but kinda like this. And WE come back into the game with really creative TP flanks and really creative use of the fog of war, them trapping, they're looking for this kind of plays, and they eventually come back into the game and won. So I'd like to see that from Infinity. Uh, I don't remember if they actually tried to look for those plays, but let me see if we can find an opportunity. I remember that there was a fight that they kind of almost won mid, but then everyone died. So I'll just I'll just speed up the bot. I think that I'm gonna do this more often. I don't really like watching bots at double the speed, but I think it's okay. So EDG is finally doing Dragon. 11 minutes into the game, they're clearing pinks. A gank. They actually got him here. Yeah, Shen also has level 6 here. Shen should have ulted Lulu, and perhaps this gets better. This is the fight that I was talking about, actually. I think if I think that that fight maybe ETG can also play that better, but let's see if Infinity could have gotten something else here. Um, it's a good fight because you know they were at Drake. Yeah, if you get the one shot, you get the one shot, but they are close to the Drake. You know that they are there, but they are not near of a scout. You know exactly their position. You know that they are inside the pit, not in the river, like at the bush around mid. I think here we just, yeah, I think ulting Lulu seems a bit better, but I don't know if but in doing that Scout gets out with W, these kind of things because of the CC that Shen provides. My boy dies, then I don't like going still on Tom Kench. I kind of feel for them because I know that that's probably the only way you win the game if you keep getting more kills, looking for more kills, and um, despite being more risky, if you get those kills, you're back into the game somehow. That's the miracle player you need, and you need to outplay your way out. But that's the only way they win. By the way, right now, I don't think they win with any other way. Anyway, let's see. I think then that there's the Herald. I think now Ivo is topside. Mm, he got the first red. They use that as an opportunity to swap that event that happened because now they have tempo. So in the swap they will have tempo, and not only that, there's no Drake anymore bottom because what happened because EDG did the Drake before. So with all this tempo advantage, they got Herald and top shirt and maybe one kill. That's really good. Yeah, it's really sad to see this. I think that EDG is a monster of a team, but to be fair, I think Infinity had arrived to Korea like 2 days ago or something, 3 days ago. So basically, for this game, they I don't know if they're jet lag or something or things like this because you can see it like Kodapaku is really far behind CS. I don't think that's sure. I think that they will lose the game regardless, whether or not if they came to Korea first, or earlier. But to be honest, I think that this is extra. This is more tragic that it should be. I think that the reason why this is so tragic, like this is like a huge slump, is more about them not sleeping well or things like this, because of the travel. But that's just my opinion. I honestly think that the game would have been a stump regardless. But yeah, ADCS like 15 minutes. That's really rough. Mm, by the way, if you're going to group stages as EDG, these are the kind of games that you want to have in your group. uh, I think EDG always struggles in groups, but um, yeah, they kind of struggle in groups most of the time. But now that they're in plays, they can use this as an opportunity for them to like boost their confidence and things like this. Um, yeah, EDG are ready for the next Drake. They're just gonna get everything in the map. Um, Yeah, they kept on going there. That wasn't needed. Yeah, it doesn't seem that like Infinity is trapping or anything. And it seems like they're just clashing, burning. Oh, this is really sad. I honestly thought that it was going to be similar to last year, where we had um, where WE had trouble against us, and like it's gonna be that it was going to be like that, but it didn't happen. At least this game. So tomorrow is the other two groups that played yesterday. So in 2 days, Infinity can play against EDG again, and hopefully they can play better. That's the only thing I'm asking for them as it is right now. I hope they can just play better than this because this is not them. I promise you that this shouldn't be like their actual level, or it's probably because it's just EDG. EDG is just a monster. I wonder how EDG Direwolves went because Direwolves also had a sub in the jungle that was like because of the share fires situation. So I hope how Direwolves stand against this EDG with a sub. So good luck with that. Probably they won. They probably won. Um, yeah, I think it's better in game, right? So let's just keep it to that. Then I thought that we could have like gotten much more out of this, and I can assure you, when a team is winning and stomping another team, you can learn a lot by looking into the way this is set up. But the thing is that here's not only a stomp, it's more than that. It's just too much that you're just seeing here. The thing is here, EDG is not controlling the river. They're controlling the red side jungle of Infinity, and that's just because they're so much more ahead. If they were much closer, or a bit more, or Infinity were just behind, like a little bit, uh, the EDG would have controlled the river instead of the red side jungle. They have so much freedom that they can control that deep inside the enemy jungle, and here we see everyone grouping. Ray is moving from bottom, so he pushed. He's now moving. Remember yesterday we talked about this. So having the top laner group like this is because you want to force, you want to go in. As you can see, EDG is going in right now because they feel um since Orn is with them, they feel like that they are 5v4 already. Even if the fight goes kind of wrong, um you'll have the 5v4 eventually because Orn is already walking whether where Zion is bottom lane. So basically that's why you wanna go in those instances. And sure, they're so far ahead, but the reason why they did it like that, they waited. They were playing really reserved, and once Ray started moving from bottom, they went in and they got the fight. So I think it's just a push here. So let's see if EDG plays on a possible trap from Infinity, because when teams do the Baron setup, the Baron push, you see the usual Fnatic bush or the trap coming in sometimes. Like this, Relic was looking for Ray here with Camille, but they failed. And after they failed, now they can push all the lanes with freedom. Playing 3 lanes can be really difficult as EDG is playing 3 lanes. They were playing 3 lanes, now they're playing two, it seems. But the difficult thing about playing 3 lanes is because you can just get engaged at any lane, and if that results into a kill and it is just a one shot, then you have to stop with the push and your Baron does nothing. So but if you get to a point where you can push all 3 lanes and you see all the enemies on turrets defending, then you're good to go because you can get so many turrets and very fast after you play safe the first couple of minutes of Baron or the first 1-2 minutes. So yeah, now we're seeing 2 lanes being played. Ray is like a bodyguard here. He's just ulting for a turret. This is something that happens a lot in the LPL. I've seen that a lot of teams are willing. This is something that we learned from WE basically. That team would always ult for turrets. And if you get a fight, you get a fight. But if you don't, you still get the turret. And ulting for turrets is something like turret ultimates for turret, and that that could see upward, like, oh, they're trying to dive us, you back away. It's psychological. Once you see the Triarch ultimate coming in, or the Ornn ultimate, or the Malphite ultimate, any ultimate like that, once you see something like that in an inhibitor turret, you just back away from turret. So similar to Talia, well, that's an ultimate too. So that's just a something from EDG. Okay, alright guys. See you in the next game.